Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have missed you guys so much. I've missed filming, I've missed all of this, and you know, I really suck because I told you guys that I would be super active the past couple of months, but unfortunately life happens and I just had a lot going on. I had uni, I had work, I had prac, and things were just way too heavy for me to even sit down and film. I also have my birthday tomorrow. I'm turning 24. Christmas is in a few days. Still haven't done my Christmas shopping. It's just been a mess, but I found a period of time to film and I went with it, and I've got my new camera here. I thought that this was quite a wintry, dark, slightly vampy look. It's using the Ginger Kylie lip kit right here. I used my new Modern Renaissance palette. Thank you to Joshua, I love you. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful palette, and the color eyeshadows are just so easy to work with. Amazing. I'd like to thank you for tuning in to my channel and watching this video, and I hope all in all that you enjoy. So first I started with moisturizing my face, and I already did that off camera. Then I'm going in with the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser Primer, and I'm just placing that all over my face and my eyelids as well. Next, I'm taking my all-time favorite concealer, which is the MAC Prolongwear in NC25, just in case you were wondering. And I'm just placing that on my eyes with the Models Prefer concealer brush, and sort of placing that under my eyes as well. So next I'm taking this banana shade from the AC on Tour kit from Australis, and I'm just placing that all over my lid to set it. Then I'm taking this brush from Zoeva and my new favorite palette, which is the Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm taking the shade Burnt Orange, starting with placing that in my crease and sort of on my lid, and then building it up to blend it out towards my brow, if that makes sense. And the lighter your touch when doing this, the better. I then decided to get some tape to make my look very precise rather than blown out. Tapping that on the back of my hand so that it doesn't stick to that skin under your eye, because that's very delicate. I'm just going over it with the same brush, no extra product. Now I'm taking the shade Realgar, I have no idea, and I'm placing that on the outer edges of my lid and in my crease as well, just to deepen that a little bit further. And then after that I'm blending that out with the original brush and no extra product again. I'm just placing a little bit more there to deepen the colour as well. The next shade I went in with was Cypress Umber. Oh my god, this is a beautiful brown shade, and I just placed that on the outer edges of my lids as well. So I'm kind of going back and forth between the brush that I used for Realgar or whatever it was, and then depositing more colour on the outer corner of my lid and then just blending all of that out. Really important to blend a lot with these shadows because they have a lot of colour payoff and you don't want any sort of block colours. Now I'm taking the shade Red Ochre and placing that on the outer corners as well, and kind of just making that look more intense and sharp. And you can deposit as much colour as you like and how much you feel. You just build it up as you go, blend it out, add more colour and so on. Now I'm taking the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus and the shade Primavera, and I've already spritzed my brush and then I've dipped it into the shadow, and I'm just placing that on my lid. And the next shade that I go in with is Antique Bronze, which is absolutely beautiful, and this is just to make it have more of an ombre effect. What I'm doing here is having Primavera on one side and Antique Bronze on the other, and then I'm just going between the two sides to make sure that that's blended through. So that's a really good technique to keep in mind for future reference. So I've taken the tape off and now I'm just taking this NYX liner. I'll list it down below. I don't know why I didn't show a photo of it. Yeah, I'm just doing my winged liner. Now I'm taking the Josie Maran Vibrancy Foundation in the shade G55, and I just got this tester from Mecca just to try out the foundation. They gave me a lot, which was super nice. Now I'm just taking the Real Technique sponge while it's damp just to blend that out, but I kind of don't know if I like this foundation yet. It's a bit, I don't know, too sheer for me. So I might try that with a brush rather than a beauty blender and see how the coverage goes and if it lasts a little bit longer. It's very dewy as well, so you've got to make sure that you set it. Now I'm taking the MAC Prolongwear again, and I'm just basically placing the concealer wherever I want to bring the face forward, so the center points of my face, under the eyes, things like that. And I'm just blending it out with a beauty blender again, and I find that this gives a really flawless effect. I start on the outside, focus on blending that out, and then I work my way up. Now I'm taking the RCMA powder and just baking under my eyes and around my mouth, and I really love this powder. I haven't tried the Laura Mercier translucent powder yet, but this one's amazing for dry skin. Also, I'm just taking that loose powder and setting the rest of my face as well. Now I'm taking my trusty Bahama Mama bronzer with a Real Techniques brush again and just giving contour to my face. I also just baked a little bit underneath the bronzer as well, just to cut it and make it look more defined. And now I'm just brushing everything off, so brushing all that excess powder off from the baking. And now I'm taking the Australis banana powder again and just setting that under my eyes to give a little bit more colour back. And now I'm just adding a little bit more Bahama Mama to the sides of my nose just to define them a little bit. I've also placed the Bahama Mama. Now I'm taking this shade called Hot Mama from Bahama Mama, and I'm just blushing up my cheeks. Really love this blush. As you can tell from my past videos, I use it all the time. Champagne Pop, you all know that I love this. So just highlighting the main points of my face. And now I'm also placing Champagne Pop right onto my brow bone just to highlight that and bring it forward a little bit. Did my brows with the usual Rimmel brow powder. You all know that I love this stuff, but I'm getting into the Anastasia brow pomade again. I'm lining my waterline now with the NYX Nude Pencil. I think it's the Wonder Pencil, and I'll list that down below as well. Taking the Telescopic Mascara from L'Oreal, just placing that on my top and bottom lashes. After I've placed my lashes on, which were the Sienna lashes by the way, I'm taking Cypress Umber on a pencil brush from Zoeva and just placing that on my lower lash line, and that's what it looks like with one side done, I think. And now I'm taking Burnt Orange just to blend that out a little bit so it's not so defined. And who doesn't love a smoky under eye anyway? Now we come to the center point of this entire look, and that's the Ginger Lip Kit by Kylie. You all know that I like to line my entire lips to make sure that my liquid lipstick lasts longer and just to give it more of a color payoff. Not that the liquid lipstick itself doesn't have any, but you know, when you're eating and things like that, it kind of gets ruined. So this is just a really good way to make sure that your lipstick stays on the entire time. And that's it for today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and please like or subscribe if you did. I would really appreciate it. See you next time.